Hey guys, Editor Dan. At least that's what I'll say on mine. Anyways, so next two videos I got coming up, there's been a little bit of a small discrepancy with it. You'll hear me talk about this one whiskey coming up, and it's heavily peated. This is because it is the Burchladdich Port Charlotte Heavy Peated 10-year. I had it as the Ard American. Now I probably mispronounced that, but whatever. 812101, but it's not the case. It actually is the heavy peated, which you will see, which you'll see the Ard American in the next video. So the heavy peated is in this one, but I keep saying this one's the Ard American, and again, I'm butchering that name. I am so sorry. I do not have a Scottish accent. Yeah, the heavy peated is the one today, so please ignore me anytime I say the other name. Either that or take a shot. There you go. There's a drinking thing for you. Take a shot. Yeah, enjoy the videos. So this one and the next one, they're just swapped. The whiskeys that are in there are just swapped. So yeah, we'll just go with that. Until next time, cheers and enjoy the video. Good evening and welcome to another Booze Reviews. I've got something really special here. Actually, I've got a couple things that are really special here, but we're going to start off with this one first. This was given to me by a buddy. He thought I should try this. No, it's not Glenlivet. This is something completely different. This is from Ardent American. I had to listen to that 5,000 times in order to pronounce that properly. And as you see by the title screen, it doesn't look easy to pronounce. So yes, Ardent American Distillery, out, I don't know if they're out of Scotland or not. I think they're Scottish, and I think they're from the Highlands. This is their AD 012101. So January 1st, 2021 cask. Now I do not have a proper snifter, so I'm using one of my smaller beer glasses for this. So yeah, wow. Oh my god, that smell. Wow. I'm starting to get a little bit more into whiskeys because of the fact they have such a complex flavor. I can sit down, have a small glass of it, maybe have a splash of water with it to give that full flavor out of it. I'm still learning, so all the whiskey snobs out there, please understand, I'm still learning. And I do actually enjoy a nice glass of whiskey, or snifter of whiskey, or whatever you want to call it. So we do have a nice sort of golden color here. Oh, that actually looks really gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really gorgeous. So yeah, strong alcohol flavor coming off there. Whew. It's got a kick to it. A little bit of peat coming off there now too. So I'm getting a small smoky / peatiness off there. Wow. It's breathing quite nicely. Touch of a sweetness, but it's more, I'm getting a small peat. Now, understand, when I say peaty, I was never a fan of peatiness. I'm still not, but I'm starting to come around a little bit more. When Nugget came out with their 100% peated beer, we tried that and it was like drinking iodine and Band-Aids. That's all I got out of the flavors, and I was not a fan of that. But that's in a beer. With whiskeys, you have that smokiness slash peatiness that's there, but it can also be really good too. But I am getting sort of that iodine smell, but I'm also getting a nice full smell of just like an alcoholic smell, a burn. Again, new to this, so trying to explain it is a little tougher than doing beer. But it doesn't smell bad. All right, enough smelling, time to drink. So wow. Full flavored. There is that iodine sort of peatiness on there that stays on the tongue that turns into sort of a smoky flavor. A small sweetness off there, but that peaty stays on the tongue in a good way. That is unique, different, but really good. I can see myself having a splash of water with it just to give it a little bit more of a flavor behind it. In fact, oh, strong alcohol in there. 46%, that has a nice warming sensation going down. Yeah, that's wow. It's got a lot of burn to it. Getting a little bit more caramel off of there, a little bit more sweetness. That peatiness is still in the back note. It still actually lingers. I like it. I'm not offended by this. I know I'm not a fan of peatiness, but the way it rounds itself out and has a subtle note of sting on your tongue, it's not that bad. But at the same point in time, this is such a complex beer, or wow, whiskey, not beer, whiskey. That's really nice. It's a nice sipping whiskey. Really elegant, really just quite beautiful on its own. I wouldn't mind a less peatiness, but again, personal taste. For what it is, for what it says, and where it's from, it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I do like that. It's a really beautiful whiskey. I do like that a lot. I wouldn't find myself going out and buying it because of the peatiness, but that peat would be something that a lot of you would probably really like in this whiskey. My score? Personal preference, I can do this for two different things. Personal preference versus actual how it should be. For my personal preference, it's lower end on the scale. I wouldn't want to go out and have this all the time. I would have this on an odd occasion just to have some good whiskey. I would have it with a bit of ice or a splash of water because it does bring out the flavor a bit and it actually does give it some good flavors that I personally would enjoy. Standalone, many people might like this as a standalone. So my personal preference for this, it's a 7.5. For overall flavor and everything else like that, what it is, 9. It is a very beautiful whiskey. It is actually quite delicious, and it is something that you could have a glass of at night when you're getting ready to go, just serve as a nightcap. I wouldn't be able to pair this with any food because it stands alone on its own. But maybe as a dessert, if you're enjoying it with a dessert of some kind. You know, honestly, some sort of dessert with this would be just absolutely marvelous. I just don't know what kind. Apple cobbler, maybe. Or maybe an apple pie or something with apples, just to bring out that sweetness a little bit more while you're enjoying this drink. I could be wrong. After all, this is new to me. So tell me, have you had this before? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Enjoyable, delicious, leaves nice lingering notes on your tongue of peat and nice smokiness. I really did like this. I'm going to finish this off while editing videos now. So, till next time, I'm Dan, aka the Western Canadian Reviewer, thanking my friend for sending this to me or giving this to me. That was really a beautiful treat. Apparently the next one is supposed to be even peatier than this one. So it's going to be fun. So we'll see you tomorrow, or see you soon, or see you whenever. Until next time, cheers.